Across the pages of ancient myths and legends, one race stands apart, graceful, immortal, and mysterious. The Elves. From Norse sagas to Tolkien's Middle-earth, these beings have fascinated humanity for centuries. But who really were the Elves? Let's journey into their origins, powers, and how they shaped our imagination. The very first mention of elves comes from Norse mythology. Known as Alfar, they were believed to be radiant, almost godlike beings. The Norse spoke of two kinds. The Ljósafar, or light elves, beautiful and pure, living in Alfheim. And the Dökkalfar, or dark elves, who were said to dwell underground, closer to dwarfs. In medieval Europe, elves slowly transformed in folklore. Sometimes they were healers and bringers of luck. Other times, tricksters who could curse crops or steal children. How did elves look? In early myths, they weren't the tall, majestic beings we imagine today. Some were small and ethereal, nearly invisible to human eyes. Others appeared as shining figures with supernatural beauty. By the time of modern fantasy, writers like J.R.R. Tolkien reshaped them into the tall, immortal warriors of Middle-earth, long-haired, elegant, with ears just slightly pointed. Elves were often associated with magic and nature. They could heal wounds with herbs and song. They were said to control light, dreams, and even fate. In folklore, elves were blamed for mysterious illnesses, so much so that old Germanic people even spoke of elf-shot, invisible arrows causing sudden pain. But unlike demons or gods, elves existed in between, neither fully divine, nor fully mortal. Beyond Norse lands, elves took many forms. In Celtic mythology, beings like the sidhe were otherworldly fae, very similar to elves. In Germanic tales, elves became household spirits, sometimes mischievous, sometimes protective. And in the Victorian era, elves merged with fairies, becoming tiny winged tricksters in children's stories. Each culture gave the elves a new shape, sometimes beautiful, sometimes terrifying. Modern fantasy forever changed the way we see elves. J.R.R. Tolkien's The Lord of the Rings turned them into wise warriors, immortal, noble, and tied to the fate of the world. Since then, games like Dungeons & Dragons, The Elder Scrolls, and World of Warcraft have expanded on these ideas, giving us high elves, dark elves, wood elves, and countless variations. So, who were the elves? Spirits of light? Tricksters of folklore? Or timeless warriors of fantasy? The truth is, they are all of these. Elves represent humanity's longing for beauty, mystery, and the magic just beyond our reach. Next time you hear the whisper of wind in the trees, who knows? Maybe an elf is listening too.